Hi, this is Pastor Robin, and I'm here to bring you a word of hope, a message of hope today. I don't know how many of you saw the rainbow that was in the sky on Wednesday. I had just finished with a class that was meeting on Wednesday at the church, and I was on my way back home. And as soon as I got out and I got to Morrison Moore Parkway, that intersection there, I saw that bow in the sky. And it took my breath away. And it was only a piece of it, but it was brilliant. And not only that, something else that made it spectacular was that it was a double rainbow. So you had a piece of it here, and then out beside it, you had another part of the rainbow. And I thought all I was going to be able to see was just that one part of the rainbow. But as I kept driving, before I even got to the Hall County line, it began to stretch out and arc. And I saw the entirety of the rainbow. And yes, even the double part of the rainbow, I saw parts of it. And what I loved about it, it was unique in that not only was it a double rainbow, but as the rainbow, as the arc came up, at the apex of the rainbow, it was surrounded by these clouds. And these clouds were not just white, they were yellow with light shining through them. And so it was an incredible, magnificent sight. And I knew, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that God was with me, that He was reminding me of the covenant that He made with us, with all of creation. I want to read that to you. It comes from Genesis 9, 8 through 16. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, "Behold, I establish my covenant with you and your offspring after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every beast of the earth with you, as many as came out of the ark. It is for every beast of the earth." So that covenant, by the way, is not just with us. It's with every beast of the earth. "I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth." Something that I noticed about that was when we read that, we think that the covenant is just for us, for humans. And so the first thing I noticed is, no, it's for all the earth. My dog Rush, that the covenant is even for him, for every beast, for all of the earth, humanity and every beast. And yes, even the trees, every living thing. But I'm also reminded, too, that the covenant is for God as well. Because God says, when I see it, I will remember my covenant. And so I think about that when God even sees the rainbow, that He remembers the covenant that He made with us. And so yes, it reminds us, but it also reminds God. I know you're thinking, but God doesn't need to be reminded. No. God knows everything and remembers everything. But I do think that it does remind all of us that He's with us. That nothing we can do, we can't earn His love, but yet He freely gives it. That the covenant that He has made, He makes because of great love for us. And yes, when He sees His bow in the sky, it is great love. It's important for us to remember what that bow really stands for, what the rainbow really stands for. And that it stands for God's covenant with us. Not just us, but with all of creation. But there's another sign that God has placed on us too. Yes, the rainbow, but He's also placed the cross on us. The cross is another sign that He has given to us. Another reminder of the covenant that He has made with us. That covenant was paid in blood, the blood of His Son, Jesus. And it is a covenant that says, although your body may die, a soul that knows me will live forever. So it's important that when we see the bow in the sky and the cross around our neck or in the sanctuary or wherever, that when we see that cross, that's another sign. That is the new covenant that God has made with us, honoring the death of His Son and remembering the resurrection of His Son. Reminding us that although we may be going through some hard times right now, the signs point to God and not just to the here and now, but the signs point to eternity. So today, as you see the bow in the sky or the cross, remember that we too live in eternity, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Amen.